Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. May you only grow old in the face. Be treasured and cared for with grace. Men are like bagpipes. No sound comes from them until they are full. Sometimes one day changes everything. Sometimes years change nothing. Beautiful young people are acts of nature, but beautiful old people are works of art. If you do not sow in the spring, you will not reap in the autumn. Better to be a man of character than a man of means. All the world's a stage, and most of us are desperately unrehearsed. A good laugh and a long sleep are the best cures in the doctor's book. A man loves his sweetheart the most, his wife the best, but his mother the longest. May you live to be 100 years, with one extra year to repent. A good friend is like a four-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. The best things in life are the people we love, the places we have been, and the memories we have made along the way. On the Irish ladder of success, there's always someone on the rung above using your head to steady himself. A craftsman's son may grow up in ignorance of his father's skills. Take the world nice and easy, and the world will take you the same. A kind word never broke anyone's mouth. Youth does not mind where it sets its foot. Don't become broke by trying to look rich. May the good Lord take a liking to you, but not too soon. Don't become broke by trying to look rich. Who keeps his tongue keeps his friends. Life is like a cup of tea. It's all in how you make it. You can't kiss an Irish girl unexpectedly. You can only kiss her sooner than she thought you would. Experience is the comb that life gives a bald man. A man who has lived long enough to lose his hair will no doubt know a thing or two about life. I'm Irish. We think sideways. Do not take the thatch from your own roof to buy slates for another man's house. A little fire that warms is better than a big fire that burns. Grandchildren are gifts of God. It is God's way of compensating us for growing old. There is no use boiling your cabbage twice. Never scald your lips with another man's porridge. The ordinary acts we practice every day at home are of more importance to the soul than their simplicity might suggest. A tune is more lasting than the song of the birds, and a word more lasting than the wealth of the world. You've got to do your own growing no matter how tall your father was. If only wishing it made it so. It is as easy to catch a cold in a king's castle as in a shepherd's hut. Do not resent growing old. Many are denied the privilege. It's a good deed to forget a bad joke. Lose an hour in the morning and you will be looking for it all day. If you buy what you don't need, you might have to sell what you do. Ambition can creep as well as soar. No matter how many rooms you have in your house, you're only able to sleep in one bed. A family of Irish birth will argue and fight, but let a shout come from without and see them all unite. Anyone can sympathize with the sufferings of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature to sympathize with a friend's success. Take the world nice and easy, and the world will take you the same. Two people shorten the road. May you live as long as you want, and never want as long as you live. It's a lonely washing that has no man's shirt in it. As you ramble through life, whatever be your goal, keep your eye upon the donut and not upon the hole. It is better to be a coward for a minute than dead the rest of your life. May the holes in your nets be no larger than the fish in it. Forgetting a debt doesn't mean it's paid. The older the fiddle, the sweeter the tune. Think like a wise man, but communicate in the language of the people. If you're enough lucky to be Irish, you're lucky enough. To learn, one must be humble. But life is the great teacher. There is only one thing worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. No wise man ever wished to be younger. It's no use giving good advice unless you have the wisdom to go with it. The hands are there for friendship. The heart is there for love. A face without freckles is like a sky without stars. A lie is an excuse guarded. Every man is sociable until a cow invades his garden. It is the interest of the commercial world that wealth should be found everywhere. It is often that a person's mouth broke his nose. A dog owns nothing, yet is seldom dissatisfied. You'll never plow a field by turning it over in your mind. May you be at the gates of heaven an hour before the devil knows you are dead. Play every match as if it's your last, but play well enough so that it isn't. However long the day, the evening will come. The world is full of magic things, patiently waiting for our senses to grow sharper. Lie down with dogs and you'll rise with fleas. Some people are molded by their aspirations, others by their hostilities. A cabin with plenty of food is better than a hungry castle. Our weaknesses are the indigenous produce of our characters, but our strength is the forced fruit. It's better to spend money like there's no tomorrow than to spend tonight like there's no money. The joy in life is to be used for a purpose. I want to be used up when I die. In every land, hardness is in the north of it, softness in the south, industry in the east, and fire and inspiration in the west. Remember, my friend, that knowledge is stronger than memory, and we should not trust the weaker. There's no need to fear the wind if your haystacks are tied down. A misty winter brings a pleasant spring. A pleasant winter, a misty spring. May the love and joy we share be with us ever after. May your home always be too small to hold all your friends. May the sunshine of comfort shine through the gloom of despair. May your heart be light and happy. May your smile be big and wide, and may your pockets always have a coin or two inside. May neighbors respect you, trouble neglect you, the angels protect you, and heaven accept you. May you have the hindsight to know where you've been, the foresight to know where you are going, and the insight to know when you have gone too far. May the hinges of our friendship never grow rusty. May misfortune follow you the rest of your life and never catch up. May the saddest day of your future be no worse than the happiest day of your past. May the most you wish for be the least you get. Here's to me, and here's to you. And here's to love and laughter. I'll be true as long as you, and not one moment after. Wherever you go and whatever you do, may the luck of the Irish be there with you.